video series of Mathematics class 9. Dear students, in this video we are going to learn Mathematics first chapter number 7, that is Statistics. Dear students, in earlier standards we have learned how to draw the simple bar graph and joint bar graph, right? You might have seen the different types of graphs in a newspaper or in a magazine or on the television. Okay, so let's first revise the joint bar graph. Let's take an example to understand the joint bar graph. So here we have the question. A farmer has produced wheat and jowar in his field. The following joint bar diagram shows the production of wheat and jowar. From the given diagram, answer the following question. Now dear student, you can see here the production of wheat and jowar in the 3 different years, that is 2010, 2011 and 2012 are given. Okay, it is represented in the form of joint bar graph. So by using this we have to answer this question. Now you can see in this joint bar graph, here the bar with the small circle is representing the production of wheat, and the bar with the small triangle is representing the production of jowar. Okay, now let's answer this question. Which crop production has increased consistently in 3 years? Now here, which crop is continuously increasing in these 3 years, that we have to write. Now observing this graph, you can see here the production of wheat in 2010 was, that is 30 is there, it means it is in a quintal. So here 30 quintal is there in 2010, in 2011 it is 35 quintal, and in 2012 it is 48 quintals. Okay, now here you can see it is increasing only in all these 3 years. Okay, so we can say that which crop? So wheat is the crop which is increasing in all these 3 years. Second question, by how many quintals the production of jowar has reduced in 2012 as compared to 2011? Now here the jowar is represented by the bar with the small triangles. Now here in 2011 the production is 15 quintal, okay, and in 2012 it is decrease. So by how much it is decreased? You can see here it is showing the 12 quintal. So by how much it is decreased? So here it is 15, it is 12. So by 3 quintal it is decreased. The next question, what is the difference between the production of wheat in 2010 and 2012? In 2010 the production was 30 quintal and in 12 it is 48 quintal. Then we have to find out the difference between them. So what is the difference? That is 48 quintal minus 30 quintal, that is 18 quintal is the difference between the production of wheat in the year 2010 and 2012. Okay, now dear students, by using this information let's complete this table. In this table here you can see here crops are given wheat and jowar, and here in the first column we are given the years. So let's write down the production of wheat in the year 2010. Now it is 30 quintal. So let's write down 30 quintal. And in 2010 jowar, how much is the production? That is 10 quintals. Okay, now here we have to write the total, that is 30 plus 10, 40 quintal. Then 2011, the production of wheat was 35 quintal and production of this jowar is 15 quintal. So here we got 50, total is 50 quintal. And 2012, the production of wheat is given 48 quintal and jowar 12. Okay, so total is 60. So in this way, by using the joint bar graph, we had answered this question. Now you may be thinking that why we complete this table. So dear students, to understand the next bar graph, that is subdivided bar graph, this table is going to help us. So now let's see how to draw the subdivided bar graph. To compare the information given in the data, we can also draw another type of bar graph. Okay? In this bar graph, to draw this bar graph, what we have to do? So here we have to add the numerical values of the entities. Then decide a scale. Then draw a bar of the total proportional to the entities. For example, now here we revise the example for the joint bar graph. Let's take the same example. So there was the comparison between the two entities like wheat and jowar. So here 30 quintal in the year 2010, wheat was 30 production of wheat was 30 quintal and jowar was 10 quintal. So what we have to do? We will write the numerical values for this crop production. Then we will make their total. Now here total in the year 2010 is 40. Then 2011 this 35 plus 15, that is 50. And in the year 2012 is 48 plus 12, that is 60. After taking the total, what we will do? We will decide the scale. Okay, according to this total, we have to decide the scale, and for each year we will draw a bar. So here, after selecting the proper scale, here 2010, then 2011, then 2012, like this. We select the proper scale on the y-axis, and what is the total? Total of the given entities that we take as the height of that bar. Now in the 2010, the total is 40 quintal. So we will take the 40 quintal. Now here we will study by taking the example. Then here, after taking the write that bar for the 2010. Now here we will divide this bar of the year 2010 in the two parts, as we have the two entities, that is wheat and jowar. So here wheat production of wheat is 30. So here 30. So if we take here 10, 20, 30. So here it will be the 30. Then by using the proper notation, we can denote that production of wheat, and obviously whatever is the remaining will be the production of jowar. Okay. So in this way, we can represent the given numerical data in the form of subdivided bar graph. Okay. So the type of bar graph is called the subdivided bar graph. So let's revise. Let's see this example from the textbook. Then we will draw the bar graph on the graph table. Now you can see this graph. So it is the subdivided bar graph. So dear students, we have revised this joint bar graph. Now same information we can represent it in the form of this subdivided bar graph. So here, as we have done here, total of this production, so 40, 50 and 60. So according to this, we will select the scale. Now here the maximum number is, largest number is 60. So you can see here on the y-axis there is 60. Okay. Now here taking the proper scale on this x-axis. So here write down the years 2010, 2012, 11 and then 2012. Now here the total production in the year 2010 is 40 quintal. So what we'll do, in this year 2010, we'll draw a bar of height 40 quintal because the total is 40. Okay. Now here after drawing that, what we'll do, we'll divide this bar in a two parts. And how will be that two parts? That one will be the wheat. Wheat, how much is the production? 30 quintal. So here we'll mark on this 30. So up to that, this is the production of wheat. Okay. And remaining, this remaining part represent the production of jowar. So that is 10 quintal. Similarly, for the 2011, so here total production is 50 quintal. That's why we'll draw a bar of height 50 quintal. Okay, and now we'll divide it in two parts. So how will be that two parts? So production of wheat is 35 quintal. So here where is 35? So up to that we'll mark it as a wheat production, and remaining will be the jawar. Okay, so as we'll divide each bar, we are dividing in two parts. So select the proper notation to indicate the production of that particular crop. So here you can see this small bar with the small balls or circle indicating the production of wheat, and here with the triangle, that is the jawar. You may select of your own choice. Then similarly for 2012, what is the total? 60. So we'll draw a bar of 60, height 60 quintal. Okay, then in that production of wheat is 48 quintal. So here just below the 50, give the two lines. So it will be the 48 quintal. This much will be the wheat, and remaining part will be the jawar. So dear students, in this way we can represent the given numerical data in the form of subdivided bar graph. Now we'll take the example and we'll solve it on the graph paper. Here we have the question. In the table given below, the information is given about roads. Using these students, here to draw the subdivided bar graph for this given numerical data. So first of all, in the given table we have to insert one more column to write the total. Now here for each year, here the permanent roads which is given in a lakh kilometer and temporary road, that values are given. So here in the next column we'll write the total of that. Now here for this first, that is 2000 to 2001, permanent roads are 14 lakh kilometer, while here 10 lakh. So we'll add that. So we'll get this total 24. Then 15 plus 11, 26. 17 plus 13, that is 30. And 20 plus 19, 39. So for the given entities, we have to take the total of their numerical values. Okay. Now here the maximum number is 39. So here selecting the proper scale, let's draw the x-axis and y-axis. Now on this graph paper, I have drawn this horizontal line, that is x-axis, and this vertical line is y-axis. Okay, so this years we are going to represent it on the x-axis, and the roads that will represent on the y-axis. Okay, now here we can take this 1 centimeter for this 1 year. Okay, so here I have written. So in the starting you may leave here 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter. So no any matter. But here between these 2 years, whatever gap you are going to take, it should be same. Okay. Then here on the y-axis. So here as the maximum number is 39, so we can take, and here you can see the numbers 24, 26, 30, 39. So easily we can take here the 1 centimeter is equal to 5 lakh kilometer. Okay, so let's take that. So here on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 lakh kilometer. Okay. Now here let's write down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Okay. So here now in this 1 centimeter there are 10 small lines. Okay. So here we can say that these 2 small lines represent 1 lakh kilometer. Okay. Here if you will consider these 2 small lines, so that stand for 1 lakh kilometer. Okay. Now let's take the, for first year, what is the total? That is 24. Okay. So here we have the 25. Then how will take the 24? So this is 25. So just below that two lines will take less. As I told here, two lines, these two small lines represent 1 lakh. So 24 means less than 25, one less we have to take. So here we'll take two lines less. That one will be the height of the first bar. Okay, let's draw this. Then here for this second year, that is 2001 to 2002, here the total is 26. Okay, so 26 means again after 25 we need the two lines more to represent the 26. Okay, so let's take that. Two lines more. So this is the height. Okay, now next one 30. Now 30 easily we can represent that. Okay, and the last one is 39. 39, so here we have the 40. So how will represent the 39? Just two lines below we'll get the 39. So let's represent that. Okay, so in this way we have drawn the bars for each year. Okay, now here take care that how much you are leaving for the first two bars, that much only space you have to leave for the remaining also. Now here we represent this information in the total height. Okay, now we have to subdivide this. We have to divide it for the permanent and temporary. Okay, so permanent, how much is that? 14. So 14 will take, so 14 how will take? 2 lines below the, 2 lines below 15 will be the 14. Okay, then so remaining will be temporary. Then here for this year 2001 to 2002, the permanent roads are 15. So 15 and remaining will be the 11 will be the temporary. Okay, then here 17. So how will take the 17? So here after 15, as we'll take 2 lines more, so it represents 1 lakh. So we'll take the 4 lines. Okay, how many lines we have to take? 4 lines to represent the 17. Okay, then remaining will be the temporary. And here for the last year, that is 2007 to 2008, the number is total, the permanent number is 20. So 20. Okay, so in this way we had divided. Now how will differentiate this? Which one is permanent and which one is temporary? For that you can use any pattern. So here you may color the one part and keep the remaining part as a empty, or you may draw the lines. So as per your wish you can fill that, just to differentiate that which part is denoting which types of road. Okay, so you can do it properly. Then this color part is showing the permanent road. So here, dear students, here it is very important to write the scale. So on the y-axis we took the 1 centimeter is equal to 5 lakh kilometer. Then which part is showing what? So that also we have to write. So here we made this color part as the permanent road. Okay, and the sun color part is the temporary. So here you can fill this properly. So here, to differentiate this, you may use the different colors for these two roads, two types of roads. For these two entities, you may use the two different colors, crayons or color pencil. Okay, and don't forget to write on a y-axis what you took. Here y-axis years, and on a x-axis years and y-axis roads. So don't forget that. If you have done everything properly but if you forgot, then in that case you may lose the marks for that. So dear students, in this way we can represent the given numerical data in the form of subdivided bar graph. I hope this clear to you. Thank you.